Hey guys, just checking in really quickly about the topic of eating. I've gotten some really great questions over the last couple of weeks about the eating progression and what you're expected to do and at what points you're going to transition. So again, if you guys have questions for me, please send them my way. I think they make really great topics for videos and check-ins. So again, it's something that I'd love to make a video on to get back with you guys on. So anytime you have it, please reach out. It absolutely is not a big deal for me to come out and make a 10-minute video. That said, the first 3 weeks, we're focusing on basics, okay? I'm a teacher and a coach. A, then B, then C, then 1, then 2, then 3. I'm a social scientist. That is coaching. That is progression. That is how it works. First time you and I talked, I told you this needs to go for 12 weeks and it needs to go for 90 days. What you doing, baby? You're a maniac. Yeah, you are. And it needs to go for 90 days. Those first 3 weeks, though, we're looking at really basic stuff. What your plate needs to look like. Your hand is the guide to portioning your plate out. Hunt, gather, portion, fast, more water. Really simple stuff that anybody can do. Orient yourself on the map. Decide what you want. Decide why you want what you want. That's the first 3 weeks in the program. Okay, that's really what it is. Weeks 4 to 6, you come back and we add a step. The next step now becomes adding, let's just say, tallying your carb counts throughout the day because it's simple and it puts it on the radar. And because it's on the radar, it's something you'll be willing to make really, let's just say you're more mindful of, you'll pay closer attention to. And again, checking back in with me is the key to this whole deal is the accountability part of it. Dude, you had 300 grams of carbs today? Don't do that. That's what I'm prescribed. But I can tell you right now, I'm not going to hit that 300 gram mark because my eyes will glaze over and I'll just feel like a freaking zombie. I know personally, I tend to hang really well in that like 100, right around 150 to 200 gram window. I feel amazing and I perform physically and cognitively pretty decent. But again, I've done this and tracked this stuff over time. So again, weeks 4 to 6, we go to track that one macronutrient. Weeks 7 to 9, we start playing with when we're eating carbs, meaning the timing, and then we start playing with some cycling and match it up to training days. Super cool stuff. Max effort days, bars heavier, dumbbells are heavier. We tend to drop carbohydrate intake. On dynamic and or like rep method, higher volume type days, we tend to raise that carb number again to match the energy output to refuel those cells. So pretty neat stuff. You have a higher day, then a lower day, then a really low day, then a high day, and we kind of tinker with that throughout the week and find what's working well for you to match, again, your lifestyle and your goals. So you play with that for a few weeks, and then we just start ironing that stuff out. The last part of that is we go full-blown macro prescriptions. If you're ready for the spreadsheets and all that kind of stuff, awesome. We take that last step and the 10 to 12 week mark, and we get you there. We iron that stuff out. Again, they're super easy to tinker with. I'll tell you the formula. The formula is you multiply your body weight times 15, and then you add or subtract roughly 30%, and then you divvy up the math accordingly. That's what it really is. And you just play with the numbers and the percentages here and there based on what your goals are. Very simple. I will literally send you everything that I have because every bit of this you can get in places all over. But again, we're going to encompass all of these things in a program, and I'm going to be the guide on the side for 12 weeks. That's the entire purpose of 5 a week. There's a lot of other things going into this than just the physical training part and the eating part and losing weight and those sorts of things. I want my business to be pretty encompassing, and I want a lot of things to fall under the umbrella because I'm a nerd, and I hope you understand and appreciate my nerdiness, just so you know. But again, coming back to that 10 to 12 week mark, now we're really ironing this thing out for you. You're about ready to just kind of go do this thing on your own. Doesn't mean like you don't hear from me at all ever again. Just means you're ready now to go do that. But again, we've gotten you to the point where it's sustainable. And in the end, we remember this. Don't flood the garden. Don't go crazy up front for 30 days and feel amazing and feel like $1 million and just totally fall off the deep end into the abyss. That's not what I'm about. I'm about 90 days of small incremental changes that you can carry with you forever and that it will always work for you. That's what we're about at 5 a week. Have a great day. Please reach out with any questions. Be awesome.